So this is how you know Chinese medicine's popular in China, because you've got a giant cough medicine bottle up here. Something a little bit different on the podcast today. If you're watching on video, you'll be able to see clips from my trip to China in 2024, July. It's been such a busy time, I haven't had time to make this video before now, but I hope you enjoy. I'm going to show you my trip to Hong Kong. We went to Ningbo, Changsha, Guangzhou, went to some rural tea areas. I got sick on the trip and I had to get some herbs, and I'm going to show you boiling up herbs in my hotel room, and a lot of different adventures we had along the way. So I hope you enjoy this, something a little bit different for the end of the year. It's just something a little bit behind the scenes of what I do when I go away. So I hope you enjoy this video, and there'll be a little bit of commentary along the way. Enjoy. You can see me packing up all my gear here, my passport. I'm ready to go. We flew from Perth to Guangzhou. This is the trip to Hong Kong on the airport train. And then we arrived in Hong Kong. And we're in Hong Kong, and this is the view out of my sister's window. I'm just going to pan around slowly. It's a little bit scary because if you look down, I don't want to look down, but look at that. I mean, we'll look down with the phone. Look at all that. Look at that. We're on the 60 something floor. It's the top floor. Like just looking out the room at all times, you can see that beautiful green hill, and look at all that. I mean, it's not even polluted. It's beautiful. It's lovely. Hong Kong. So amazing. You can hear that hum of the construction in the background where they're making all that stuff there. Yesterday someone was jackhammering above the apartment here, but it's beautiful. It's lovely. It's quiet today. Inside. The highlights for a herbalist would have to be seeing this boat, Yang Ming. If you know, you know. I'm on one of the little trams, look, because it makes a little sound that goes ding ding. It's so cool. These are the old-fashioned English inspired trams of Hong Kong. There we go.
Watch your hands outside.
Oh shit.
You just never know.
What else could be this tall?
Wires.
Oh.
Like just knock things off.
Oh, what else could be this tall? Wires. Oh, weird birds. The highlights for a herbalist would have to be seeing this boat, Yang Ming. If you know, you know. The touristy thing. What is that? Are they beans or tongues or something?
And then you've got your...
Always like your dazao. Always feel like I'm going to jump out because they might... Look, Emily. They're like little ball sets. So just in the Hong Kong market here, and I just want to show you this. This is kind of typical what they have. So there's all these kind of little shops that we've been past, and I'm just going to show you in this store, like you can see behind me, how they sell it, right? So there's big, massive amounts of herbs, but have a look at this one. So you've got the herbs like in these little packets and also these massive packets, so you can buy them like that. Then they've got these tiny little ones here for people that just want like a little bit. That's gunshao, licorice. I think that's chen pea. Oh no, that's a mixture. So that'd be something like, well, mixed. You've got aniseed, you've got clove. Got some ground up things. Make way hua, I don't look too great actually, they're a bit faded, but yeah, so cool. It's just like so accessible, like using Chinese medicine. And I've seen heaps of places that, like the guy down there had a big bag of, not a big bag, but a big thing of by her, right? So people obviously eat that regularly as a part of their food. There's some soup herbs there, big things of fooling, all kinds of fooling in there. Different kinds of ginseng. That's a kind of a dangshan. Also, I think that's a kind of a ginseng there probably too. That's like rolled fooling. I mean, some kinds of mushrooms here. Okay, so here's a good example of another little shop, and that's what I was saying before. one of my videos that I did about buy herb, that it's a very common herb in China, and this is just, you can just buy it and cook with it. These are different kinds of mushrooms. Again, more fooling. So these are things people would cook. They'd put this in their cooking, in their soups. Oh wow, it's massive ones. Yep, and heaps. That's all Huang Chi there. All those ones. And these are kind of like, you've got beans, all kinds of beans there. Okay, so we're at another little place, and two things I want to show you here. One is this cool herbs shop, and they've got all kinds of like herbs mix, right? I'll show you in a sec. And this shop here actually makes herbal teas and herbal formulas. See, she's mixing it up in the back in that little thing. And the tea eggs, well, that's one of my favourites from China. Yeah, so you can choose out formulas and they'll make it up for you in a little batch. I wish we had that in Australia. That'll be pretty cool. So these are some of these little packets of herbs, and they're all like pre-mixed with different things, so you can just buy them for your soup making or maybe beauty. There's some dried apples and stuff. I think that's another... No, it's not a Huang Chi, it's something else. There's some different funguses. Yeah. Oh, so many. And these look really nice, actually. And this is chen pea, different kinds of chen peas, which is the tangerine peel, the aged peel. So after a busy day at the herbs market, we hiked up the Hong Kong peak. Now, we didn't actually hike it. We took a taxi up there. My sister hikes it all the time, but I was just too sick with this cough that I had to do the hiking. So it was such a beautiful time. And then we were off that night to Ningbo. Flying into Ningbo at about 1 a.m, getting to the hotel then. So last night we came into Ningbo at... the plane landed at midnight. It was a bit delayed and we couldn't see the view. It's very beautiful out here. Ningbo's gotten a bit busier since the last time I was here. This is, I don't know where we are. But at least this is a nice hotel. So first day in China was in Ningbo, and I was with a friend, a colleague who was looking at some tiny homes. So I went along to the factory there and we looked at tiny homes and I learned about construction. And then we went for a lunch with some of the people from the factory, and they found out that I did Chinese medicine, and here's me checking pulses and doing that kind of thing because they were... when one of the ladies found out that I did Chinese medicine, she was like, "Oh, can you check my pulse?" And she tried to pull the car over on the side of the road so that we could do that, which was quite funny. I said, "Wait until we get to the restaurant." Anyway, so that was our trip in Ningbo, and then we had to head straight off to Changsha. So we went to Changsha by plane, another little plane trip. And then here you can see some of the countryside as we were driving from the Changsha airport, this would be, to the city, to the town. And then from there we went to the tea farm. And so it's quite a beautiful province. Just arrived in Changsha a little bit earlier than last night when we were getting to Ningbo at midnight, after midnight. 1 o'clock we got to the hotel and have to do the view in the morning. This is the Sheraton in Changsha. So beautiful. Yeah. The view isn't as good as the Ningbo one, but it's lovely, and I'm looking forward to having a nice relaxing sleep and a very nice hot shower in there. This is obviously a crab. So this is what you have to resort to when you're a bit sick and you make herbs in the hotel. Got the kettle going. And, oh, it's getting hot. This is a silver overflow tank. Watch out for a minute. It's going to put the bubble into it. And you can just put something on it to keep it going. The good thing with going to China and Hong Kong is one of these herbs is really hard to get in Australia, and I just got it straight away when I needed it. So that's a win. It's not the best system, but it's better than no system at all. And this took ages. I must have been up till about 1 o'clock in the morning waiting for the herbs to be made, because I had to keep putting the overflow water back into the kettle and waiting for it to simmer, the whole thing to simmer down. And then we were up first thing in the morning to go to the tea farm. So we're going to have a look at that.
We'll pick the tender leaves.
Yes. So they never get this old
No.
bigger tea.
Yes.
And then you pluck it, and then they have to
Yes,
wait, and
yes.
then
We
new
need
ones,
the-
and then come and pluck
Yeah,
again.
new, soft, and green ones. Not
Yeah,
this
that's so
very
it's-
hard.
So the older ones are quite dark down the inside there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're the
See,
ones
there's
that you don't. They're bug. No, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's
So
funny you get excited you see a bug to make sure that there's no chemicals or anything being used.
it's very specific, isn't it? So it's very. So this one's a new one.
Yeah, you can feel it. Yes.
Oh, easy come off.
Yes,
When you pluck
yes,
the little ones.
Very easy.
I've got
If
to,
you use the right way.
will I get a job here? No.
Yeah, notice when there's work to be done, I'm the cameraman
Yeah, it is easy to pluck the little.
because they're young and crisp. Yeah,
Yeah, they're thin. There's a big difference between this part and this part. This is more, just feels more twiggy
yeah.
and sticky, and this is very soft. Like almost this twig is like a leaf.
It's a bit like people, isn't it? At the top there, it's easy to pluck. It's nice and soft and pliable. But
Yeah.
as it gets older, it's a bit more bitter and twisted and hardened.
Soften.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
We'll have a truckload in no time.
Take it back
That's right.
and have fresh tea leaves
Yeah.
for tea.
And Jessie, can this fresh tea be used for anything?
For anything?
Can this fresh tea be used for a tea? Like to
Could we
people-
brew fresh tea?
fresh
I think
tea?
it's okay. It is okay, but it's not so good taste than the fried cheese.
Right.
Because there's no oxidization or bruising and
But many people tell the story that is it Shen Nong
Yes.
had the tea leaf float
Dropped-
drop into his water, and that's how tea was born.
Yes.
Is that true?
Maybe.
yeah,
Le-
it's
legend.
yeah, the
Yes,
legend.
Yes. That stories tell about how the tea is found.
Yes. How it was
Found,
discovered.
yes,
Found,
yes, discovered.
Discovered, yes.
Okay.
So people know tea and we began to drink tea, and tea is very good for health.
So this garden we're in at the moment, what's it famous for? What's its best tea that this farm makes?
Green tea,
All green tea.
premium green tea, and the black tea. So we drink in that
Yep,
house.
yep. So green tea and black tea.
Yes.
And pua teas are made best in what area?
Yunnan.
So we're in the tea factory where we're doing some hand rolling, and we've just been watching them make the tea by hand. This is the last rolling, so we've done
他说好像然后把成本的呀，他们公司先看一下，名字先看一下，名字先看。
3 dryings and 3 rollings. This is the tea we picked this morning in the tea farm, and Yang Tor is
Yang
the
Tuo.
tea master.
Yes.
He studied for 4 years at university to do tea, studied
Tea
all
science.
tea science, and he has won several awards for hand rolling tea. This is a really dying art in China. There's not many people that do this practice anymore because they use machines like we all do. And they've just been showing us the process.
Vicky.
Vicky Her. She's also studied tea science. And she's also showing us how they do the hand rolling. What is this tea going to be? It's by
Maojian.
Oh, Maojian.
Maojian.
This is going to be Maojian tea. So we picked the 3 leaves this morning, right?
Yes.
And in the tea farm.
Yes. The leaves is one bud and 2 leaves.
1 bud and 2 leaves. Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful. And you wouldn't believe how much that this whole tray was almost full of leaves at the start. And now it's just this dried, small, hand-rolled tea. It's beautiful.
The stem is very soft and it can't be easily broken down right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
啊？什么？可以啊，可以啊。我们这儿有2锅，要不要体验一锅？有2锅啊？是的。1锅可以做吧？哦，这太少了。可以做一些，可以做一些，做一些吧。不然那1锅也太少了。这等下会搞到手去。这不怕，啊？我喜欢做少的。你喜欢做少的是吧？This is the temperature of the pot, and the temperature of the leaves is about 80 to 85 centigrade. So it's time we have to keep it fried and furred and furred. 我不知道怎么讲。你要不戴个手套好点不？不用戴手套。把那刷子给它放到旁边，准备一下。还没上来是吧？还没上来。这时候茶叶是不香哦。其实如果是那个早期的茶的话，真的香喷了，是吧？
So this was really an amazing day learning about how to make teas in the farm in Hunan. Tour there, you can see that's the guy with the tea science degree. He's actually mixing all our teas so that we can taste them, adding a bit of cold water so that we can taste them straight away. They've just been put in boiling hot water before that. So this whole process was a slight bit sped up to what it would normally take, but we were there from about sort of early in the morning right through. This is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now when we're doing the actual tasting. So green. Cheers. Ganbei.
哎，你不来一杯吗？我不来。自己都不喝一样。
Are you going to drink some? Yeah.
It's not good enough.
If you don't have any, there's something we feel like, yeah, maybe. So after the tea farm, we were going into the Changsha city. The next day, we went to visit the factory office, the head office, and they took us around to some of the shops there. Now, I've been to Changsha a few times, but I've never seen anything like this, so I had to show you this. It's a brand new shop, and they said that it's like a concept store. There's only one in China. People come all the way from all over, and we saw them at the train station with their their bags from this shop. When you see it, you won't believe it. So this is Big Giant Snacks. So this is a new store in Changsha, Big Giant Snacks. We're gonna go in. Let's have a look. It's a new store called like, I don't know how to say that. I think it's just called Big Giant Snacks. Look at this. What? Well, if you love chips and Oreos, whoa. I'm here in this store called Big Giant Snacks, and this is for your reference about how big is it. And these are about $20 Australian. I don't know how big the cookies are inside. It's mad. This is in the city centre of Changsha. Hey. I'm assuming these are big cookies inside here. 108 yuan is about 22 Australian dollars. So that's about 20 Australian dollars for a giant bag. So get your... So we're about to see an old Chinese medicine museum. It's actually a practitioner's house that they've now turned into a museum. So we're in this house of Jiayi. Oh, Xia. That's the lady that helped me before to translate something. So, I'm assuming this is a bowl that they would have ground the herbs in, made things out of. Jessie, did they say anything about this? What is this?
It's just you can wash the clothes.
Oh,
Wash the clothes.
yep.
Stone.
Okay, I thought it was making the herbs in here.
Yes. Oh no, not herb.
Oh,
Wash clothes.
wash the clothes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I got that one wrong. And were these just little seats, little chairs?
It's just a decoration in the front of his house.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
So old and so well preserved.
Yeah.
This is some kind of... Yeah, so that sound is cicadas. So noisy. I don't know. I mean, they're just obviously natural for this area. Amazing. Yeah, beautiful. Right, here's the old stones.
Yes.
That's...
The character is on it, but it's very hard to recognize now.
Oh wow, yeah.
This old one, yes.
What
It's
is it?
2,000 years
It's
old.
got the characters.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I see. If you look
Yes.
very closely.
And this one is... This is
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Yeah. You can't really see it because it's reflecting in the glass and perspex, but... Don't want to drop it in there. Yeah, all the bits of the medicine book. So this is all the writing of Jiayu in from his books. They put them on the wall. It's so beautiful. What a beautiful place to live. Oh, this is saying what it says. What is it? Okay, so this is the old well.
Yes.
Originally when I came here I thought it might be the toilet. It's not. So I'm in China and I found a little herbal store because I still had this dry cough for like ages since I left Australia and come back here. It's been really great with the humidity, but now it's coming back. I'm back every time I go in the aircon. My voice is not really great. So raspy. So they're making me my herbs. I'm in Changsha. We're about to leave the hotel today to go to Guangzhou tonight. This afternoon, today, sometime. And they're about to make my Chinese medicine. So it's so great. I wrote it all out in Chinese. It's awesome. I make all the herbs, I just get them and I just making it. I think I don't know, they just did it for me. I asked who's the doctor and I was like, put me name there. So I think that I don't care. Just doing it. So you have a little pharmacy thing here where they're making, there where they're seeing the patients there, writing out the scripts. And then I'm just going to watch her to make sure she puts the right things in it. They've let me behind the counter so that I can see them making my formula. So I'm going to be taking on the train to Guangzhou and then hopefully boiling it up in the hotel tonight. This afternoon when I get there, we've just been at one city, a different city every day almost this trip. There's a Hong Kong, Ningbo, Changsha. Tonight we're going to Guangzhou. And I'm just getting herbs for the road. I don't have any granules here that you can just get made, which is great if they have a pharmacy with the granules. Then I can just take them. But what's great is they can make the herbs. And it's great that there are herbs here. I'm not complaining. Oh, look how they make the little parcels. I need to learn how to do that. Oh, 这是什么?
这是牡蛎。
Oh, 牡蛎. Oh, it's so powdered. Yeah. Right, the mole is super powdered here. Oh, because Longu is like that. Yeah, okay, cool. The mole I have at home is very, what do you call it, like chippy. Bigger pieces. Just being paranoid that they put the right things in there, which is very good. Oh, then put it in a tiny little baggie. Because I'm going to have to boil that separate as well. It's going to take all night to make this stuff. That's a good idea. How? Very nice. Just doing it very carefully. We got the herbs that we needed. And they were so friendly and lovely in here. And this place is literally, I didn't even see where it was, but look at this. It's just, our hotel was just down this lift. Lucky Jessie from the tea company told me about this place because I didn't notice it from the outside when we come here late at night. It doesn't look like that. It looks like horrible from the outside and so lovely from the inside. All right, I've got the herbs. At the Changsha big high-speed train airport. Train station. This is new, the check-in. So this is similar to the airport where you've got to do some kind of ID scan. And they're scanning, they seem to be scanning their fingerprints in the scanner. And get the ID and then they go through. And I wonder what we're going to do because we got our fingerprints taken at the airport. So I wonder what will happen here. But they never used to have this. 2018, last time we came in, you didn't have this, you just had the bag scanner and you could just buy a ticket. We needed the passport to buy the ticket. The train station's huge. Once we get up there, it's going to be massive. So this is how big the train station is. It's massive. Like, that's all people there, and there's all different stations. These places are huge, and this is a small city. We're in the high-speed train. We're going 300 km an hour. Have a look at that. You can see it there. The trains go super fast, but it doesn't feel like you're going 300 km an hour. It's really smooth. And they even give you a little snack pack, better than you get on the aeroplane in Australia. It's so convenient here. I'm pretty sure this is a new part of the station. We just came out of the Guangzhou high-speed station. This is huge up here. Look at that. And then this is outside, and the next bit is the metro out there. That's really this looks brand new. Yeah. So this is Thursday afternoon. We're just checking into the Guangzhou hotel. You can see the view out of the window. We're going to go out and about in the evening, have a bit of downtime now. I'm going to try and boil up my herbs and then see what we can see out in Guangzhou before we do big shopping day on Friday. Okay, so we didn't get the herbs pot, but we're going to have to do it in a kettle. So I'm going to put this in here, and this has to boil down. So we can only, it should be 2.5 litres, it's 1.5 litres. So we're just going to have to do it in a slightly different way. Put that on, and then you find something that can hold that motherfucker down. It's not going to be strong enough, but something like that. I'll find something in here. Do this. And then we're definitely going to need some kind of like overflow, because that's what happened in the other hotel, is it was overflowing. So it's probably better to do this in the bathroom even, because it's going to have to just keep on staying on.
Just have to press it on. Get those things out of the way. We'll boil this for at least till it boils down 400 mils worth, and then we'll add the other herbs into it. We're going to get the boiling going again. And I'll probably have to add some more water as we go along, but we'll just do our best to not need to do that. Just kind of turn it off, turn it on, let it come to the boil. And it won't naturally turn off if the lid's on, I think. So I'll just see what happens. We'll see once it starts going out, turn it off. And we'll keep the lid on. Oh, cinnamon. I can really smell the cinnamon. Whew, that was strong. That was nice.
So we're out in the streets of Guangzhou, and all over China I really noticed this trip a lot of these influencers, selfie takers with their own paparazzi and groups, and also karaoke makers. So we're going to check some of those out in this little clip. So this is obviously another influencer spot of China, because they're all congregating here with their cameras and their paparazzi. Look, this guy's even brought his own light, background light thing to do it. This person's got a light over there. These people have got very professional equipment. They've got all that stuff. Not sure what they're going to be taking pictures of. Maybe this big clock. I mean, it is a lovely clock tower, but yeah. So this is right in the heart of downtown Guangzhou, opposite the Pearl River, a very famous river. And you can probably hear various different types of music going on, and they're blasting it out so loud out of their little beatboxes. Bring their own little beatbox system. Groupies here. Okay, and then we've got another one. I don't even know if they're busking. They don't seem to have any bucket for money. They just seem to come out and sing songs on the street to their And then there's this lady who seems to be very into it. Look at her. Equipment that she's got. All these people filming her. Hey everyone, it's Marie from Chinese Medicine Podcast. I'm here in China today. I'm here in Guangzhou. My makeup's gone a bit crazy because it's very hot and sweaty, humid, and we're about to go into one of the biggest wholesale herb markets it's the biggest one in Guangzhou. It's called the Qingping Herbs Market. You can smell herbs in the air as we walk along. And you can see how old some of these areas are. It's great. They've got what's great about Guangzhou is they've kept a lot of the old heritage here. I'm just going to turn around so you can see this beautiful building in a sec. And it's pretty wow, and it's pretty lovely that there's a lot of trees. So check out that one just up there. It's just a nice little walk because you've got lots of trees lining all the streets, so it makes it nice and cool here. And we're about to see, turning around here, you can see all the herbs, and that's how they sell them. And then when we go inside the big market, you'll see more specific sellers selling one herb or something they particularly make. Well, let's go and have a look. All right, so what are we going to have a look at? Some of these herbs here. This is a massive bag of chen pea, and then we've got some mushrooms here. Got some fu ling. Down here, I'm going to flip the camera around so you can have a look. some gunshao. Again, I mentioned this in Hong Kong. Very popular by her. Different. I think this is Huang Chi. Chen Pi. Is this Kangju or Baiju? Baiju. Yep. She's gonna get excited now that I start saying what the herbs are. Is this Xingren? Xingren. 这个 Xingren? Taoren. Xingren.
28
Oh, she's telling me the price. My Chinese isn't so great of the pronunciation. All right, we'll go to another store and have a quick look. So there's just so many. There's many Dardel. And look at that, like there's heaps. There's just so many. So that you can experience Chinese medicine the way that it's naturally experienced in the culture here, and looking at the different herbs and things like that, the quality, and really just the variety and the quantity. It's a really cool experience. I hope you enjoy this very different kind of episode. Okay, so we come across this, and I didn't know what that was because I've never seen it so big, but this is like Huang Chi. So they normally cut it on the side, and they sometimes cut it like popsicle sticks, and then dye each end a little bit black with some kind of blue stuff. But it's getting more popular not to do it that way. So there's some Huang Chi like that. But wow, some massive pieces of Huang Chi. Look at that, they're huge. Okay, so we're keeping on going, and we're just going to see some of the different things that are here. We've got more mushrooms, different mushrooms, a lot of different herbs all over. Oh, this is a kind of resin. Snow dew resin. So I'm just here under this fan, cooling off because it's so hot in here, so sweaty. But we've had a look at all the different herbs that are here. So many sorts. A whole shop that just sells by her here. So you can see that's all different by hers. Really amazing. Such a great, well, I'm amazed, and I hope you find this interesting because some people want to know what is Chinese medicine really like in China. It's just such a popular thing that there's big markets like this, and there's a market for these big markets. So herbalists would come here to buy their herbs, but people who know about Chinese medicine would just come and buy stuff for their cooking, and they often cook with these things. Like here, that's a bean there. Yuju, I think that is. Yeah, it's just such a popular part of culture. It's just ingrained in culture. That's probably why it's called Chinese medicine. So I'm still here in the herbs market, having fun, looking at things and driving the locals nutty to all my questions. Having fun here. It's a busy time, and we're going to go inside to the main market in a minute. Right. So we're back in the Qingxing. Look at this. We've got the top. It's got all around here. It just goes on and on and on. So I won't bore you with more of these videos. It'll be more of the same. So we've been down here. There's so much what we've seen already. And now we're going to go up these stairs and see what's here. I don't know if there's anything up here, but the aircon is on. So let's see if the little stalls. They are here. So this is where they have all the packaging and those bits and pieces. And I'm probably going to get the herbs pot that I want from up here. So this is it. Right, so I'm in the herbs market now again, and we've got my favourite teapot back again. This is that same one I had before, and I smashed it, and I've gotten a new one. They've got all these other sorts that are more expensive, but I don't like them as much as this is so beautiful. It's so traditional looking. And yeah, hopefully we might be able to bring some back to Australia for customers or clients, patients that want to boil up herbs. If they do. Yeah. So after a very long day at that herbs market, you can see myself and my travelling colleague Keith from Chapel's Fine Teas here in the taxi. And we were both exhausted, but very grateful for some aircon. It was very hot and sweaty on this trip. I think it's their summer in July, and every day was about 35, 37 degrees. One of the days was almost 41, I think, in Ningbo. And I was also taking those herbs. I was sweating so much. And I was just glad to get back into that aircon, to be honest. And then we just kind of had a good wrap up to the trip by coming back to Hong Kong, and I was able to visit my sister for another couple of days before we headed back to Perth. So you can see that it was a busy trip. There's even stuff I didn't show you in this video. There was other factories we went to that would have just been boring for you, so I've left that out of it. I may make a longer video or a separate video just about the herbs trip, because there's other herbs bits and pieces that I didn't include here. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Chinese Medicine podcast, something a bit different, particularly because it's the end of the year, and I thought it took me a whole day to edit this video. I've been trying to edit it all year, and I'm actually editing it right now on the 28th of December. Just recording this audio to wrap it up, and it was a lovely way for me to just reminisce about such a great trip, actually. So I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I did, and it's just brought about maybe a bit of insight about what it is like in China right now and how lovely it is, and also just how much herbs and Chinese medicine is a part of culture and food and life there. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do that, and that's a good way to support the channel, and I'll see you again on another video in 2025. Thank you.